to the Cozy Meadow Knits podcast. This is episode 23. My name is Sophie and I am coming to you from my camper where I am living here in the summer in Shediac, New Brunswick, Canada with my husband and 2 kids. We just moved to the camper at the end of the school year, so at the end of June. And today it is July 15th, Saturday morning. It's very hard to find a time to be able to podcast and record in the camper. So it's been a little bit since my last video, but I am so happy to be here. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy, and for all the returning viewers, hi, how are you? So happy to see you. Thank you so much for coming back. This is my knitting podcast where I share all of my recent makes, my current whips, and all of my dream knitting. Well, I can't say all because I want to knit all the things, so this would be like so long. But I usually share a couple of things that I want to cast on during the end. I also like to share a recipe, and I'll do that at the end, and any acquisitions. Anyway, this is just a safe space where I can talk about knitting and yarn and all the patterns and all my obsessions to people who actually understand and can relate to this passion. So I'm just so happy to be here. Happy you're here. I hope you have a cozy beverage and a nice project to work on, and I guess let's get into it. It's been a little bit since I've recorded, but yeah. Since I've last recorded, I have finished my Dingley Dell. This is my Dingley Dell and what I am wearing. Today I am in love with this t-shirt. This is my last summer knit, I would say, that is complete for summer. So yeah, so about the t-shirt, the Dingley Dell by Isabell Kraemer. It is a really, really fantastic pattern. I love it so much. It is, I find it's such a tailored, it has a tailored look. I don't know how to say it. But first, I can tell you about the yarn. I'm just so excited. I'm trying to blurt out everything at the same time. I really love this knit. Okay, and I'm on a leather couch, and if you hear any humming, that's my fridge. It's ridiculously hot in here. I've got my windows closed because there's like noise around and stuff. So hopefully I don't get too shiny or sweaty, but I'm already like really hot in here. Okay, onto the t-shirt. Okay, the yarn that I used for this, this is I think it's called Antique. I think it's called Antique, and it is by Ginger Snap Yarns, hand-dyed yarn from a dyer in Canada. This is another Canadian dyer, and this is called Graphite, I think, and this is from Sassy Strings. She is also a Canadian dyer. Also, before I go ahead of myself, everything that I talk about in this will have links in the show notes about yarn dyers, shops, pattern pages, my project pages, pretty much everything I talk about. I try to link down below in the show notes. If there's anything that you can't find or I totally forgot to put it, and that totally happens, just send me a message, comment down below. You can find me on Ravelry as Cozy Meadow Knits, and you can find me as well on Instagram as Cozy Meadow Knits. It'll be all down below. Okay, on with this. So that's the yarn that I used. It is a paid-for pattern, and it's just really lovely. I'm going to say that in the beginning, you start in the back, and I'm going to say that it took me a little bit to understand. It's a wonderful pattern. It's written wonderfully. It's just, I don't know, it took me a little bit to get used to what I had to do in the back, but once I actually understood it, I was like, okay. And then I went on, and then I just knit, and everything is wonderful. So you start in the back, and then you do the V-neck. It's already been a couple of weeks since I finished, so I kind of forget how it went all down, but I know it was in the back, and then you do this, and then you join, and at the end you go and pick up the neckline. And I'm just gonna stand up and show you this. This is all in the pattern, this little detail, this pop of color. It's so clever, it's really nice. And she does it on the cuffs too, and she does it also in the ribbing, but I did not do it on the bottom. I liked it better this way for me, but I don't have jeans on. I have shorts on because it's really hot in here. But this is what it looks like, and it's just so nice. There's like a little faux seam in here in the pattern. It's really lovely. I love the shoulder. Wait, take out my hair. The shoulder here, just how it looks so tailored. I don't know, I just follow the pattern and this is how it turns out, and I'm amazed by it. Really, I just love the look. It's just so well finished. And the only modification that I did in the back, and I might try to put it in footage, because yeah, I have no space and I don't want to disrupt the camera. Yeah, so I did kind of like a high-low hem. So it's a little bit higher in the front and a little bit lower on the bottom. So it kind of does that. It's a little bit lower on the bum. And I'm totally for that. That is not in the pattern. I think I have written notes on how I did that. I hope I'm not lying. I hope I put notes, and I think I did. Anyway, I think I put everything in my project page. And how I figured that, there's a high-low hem in the Love Note sweater, and I just love that fit. I love that sweater, and I was trying to mimic it as best as I could. There was a lot of math. I had to think about it really hard, and it's not really complicated, but still, I'm not a designer. I don't know how it all works with the numbers and everything, but I was trying and it worked out well. I will try to post either a picture or a little video of the backside. Yeah, so again, Dingley, Dell, Isabell, Kraemer, highly recommend the knit. I really love the fit of it. And these, I did not alternate skeins at all, doing like the solid colors, the stripes. You can do it solid if you want. You can put stripes in it if you want. It's such a, you can play with it so much, and I think it's going to turn out wonderfully every time. In the pattern, there is suggestions on like row counts on when to change colors, but you can totally go off grid and like do whatever you want. I wanted to follow the pattern, but I kept messing up. This stripe, I don't know how many stitches there's in a stripe, and then this one is not equal, and then this one is not equal either. But then after that, I was using the same numbers, but anyway, I would just like knit and then be, oh man, I went past two extra rows, and then I would try to do the same, and then again, not paying attention and then counting. Anyway, just want to say that even if it's not the same counts, it always looks good. I'm super happy with it and I love it. And that's my last and only finished object. Okay, so let's get on with the whips and new cast-ons, because I think all of my whips and are new cast-ons, I think. No, except for, okay, except for the Corran cardigan. This is my whip. I don't have this on holders. Okay, somebody's mowing their lawn. I hope it's not too loud. I'm sorry. This is a little bit crinkly too, but I did a little bit more on my Corran cardigan. This is the Corran cardigan by Rebecca Clow. She is the Kraemer. She has a lovely podcast, and she is an amazing designer. Oh my goodness. She has so many great sweaters already, and she's a fairly new designer, and like everything she pumps out is just amazing, and I want to knit it all. So this is the Corran cardigan. It is it's a cardigan, and I am going to be doing the V-neck version of the cardigan. There's also a straight neck version in the pattern. It is a paid for pattern, but yeah, it's just knitting up lovely. I really love this all over lace detail, and I think it's a four row repeat, very easy to memorize. Yeah, so it's really nice. What else can I say about it? Oh, the yarn is Estelle, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Eco Harmony, and it is a worsted weight yarn, which is a blend of cotton and maybe not merino, but it's 50, I think it's a 55-45 cotton and wool mix. So, and it's lovely. I really like it. Everything is in my project page. The yarn, the color, I think name is denim. And I just think it's going to be really cute with a white tank top underneath. And yeah, I haven't worked on it in the past few weeks, but I'm gonna pick it up again. It's a really nice and easy knit to knit a few rows and then put it aside. But yeah, I am enjoying this knit. What else? Okay, so my next whip is a shawl whip. This is the Winter Rose shawl by Marie-Elyse Dugal, and it is a free pattern. And this shawl, I started this in the beginning of the year, I think, and I had to put it aside. I think I had just done this stitch motif. I think I had showed you guys this a few episodes back, and oh, this is lovely texture. So yeah, so I had to put it aside for a little bit because I was focusing on all of my summer tea knits, and so yeah, so now I've picked it up again, and so happy I have finished this second section, and then this is the third section with a little bit of more texture, and then I just started the fourth section. So before I get ahead of myself, this yarn is absolutely delicious. It's, oh, these colors are like everything I want in it's like everything I want in a color. Everything. It's beautiful, and it's just so lovely in this lovely stitch pattern. I don't remember the name of it, but it is super pretty. And yes, the yarns. The yarns are in this lovely bag by Yellow Petal Handmade. I will link her down below. She is a maker out of Nova Scotia, and just her bags are just absolutely delicious. They're so lovely, so well made. Anyway, not sponsored, but I love all my bags from Yellow Petal Handmade. Hi Penelope. So yeah, so the yarns were in that lovely bag, and these are the yarns. This is from the Lab Fiber yarns, and this color is called Cozy, and this color, I think it's called Nut Brown Hair, and it's absolutely gorgeous together. So yeah, that's the yarn. And now I'm starting this section. It will be the same as this section. And then after that, it goes into another section of this beautiful stitch. And then on the bottom, there's a lace pattern. So I can't wait. Yeah, so this is my winter rose shawl. I am loving this knit. Highly recommend. And Elyse, all of her patterns are free on Ravelry. She has some sock patterns and also has a couple of other shawl patterns. Yeah, so they're really lovely. So this is my second whip and I love it. I'm looking forward to finishing it for fall because this is going to be my fall shawl. It is a 2 skein shawl. So really, if you have 2 special skeins in your stash that you want to use up, anyway, highly recommend. Okay, so that's the second whip. And now I'm going to go, all my other whips are new cast ons. I am going to say that in the camper right now, I am not alone. My daughter is in the washroom and I don't know if she wants to get out or not. I told her that she can travel. This is what happens when I podcast from a little space here in the camper, and my husband just came back, so he might come in. If you hear any noise, there was somebody mowing their lawn earlier, so I apologize. But this is what it is. Okay, so on with the new cast-ons. I'm going to continue on the Elyse Dugal designer talk because this is another project that she designed, and they are called the Wildflower Field Socks. And this is my sock. This is a hoe. Well, it's not even a hoe because I didn't finish it yet. And I'm on the toe, and all I need to do is Kitchener the toe, but I cannot find a darning needle. I just can't find one in here, so I'm gonna have to go home at some point and try to find one, and so I can sew up the toe. But this is a free pattern. I decided to make mine as a shorty sock, but you can, there's a lot of different options in this pattern. So yeah, you can make the leg longer if you want. I wanted a shorty. So, and there's different, you can cast on normally as you would do. She also has a cast on and it's like a ripple, or it has a little wave to it. It's hard to show right now. The sock is not blocked, but it's kind of like a scalloped edge. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. And it has this lovely lace on the cuff. You can, she has, in one of her samples, it's the leg, the whole leg is this lace pattern. Anyway, so many options. And then she has a little chart for a little scalloped. You can do that too or not. This is the Eye of Partridge heel flap, which I have never done before, but it's so pretty and it's super easy. That's in the pattern as well. And then you just go into some wide ribs. So it's like that all on the top of the foot. And then here there's an option that you can do a little scalloped color work thing here as well. And then the toe. Anyway, it is a free pattern. It is a lovely pattern. I highly recommend them, and I can't wait to start the second one when I can sew up my toe. For the yarns, this is from Ravellution Yarns. I don't have the cakes near me, but yeah, it was a sock set. Something about sweatpants. I think it's called I love sweatpants or something. So I was like, yes, this is my this is absolutely a yarn that I need to have. So I had that in my stash actually, and they were hosting a knit along. Ravolution Yarns was hosting a knit along, and with this pattern as well, and the knit along is over now, but you can still go and check out the hashtag and still post on the hashtag as well. So yeah, so it came with this contrasting blue color. I think it was so summery. It reminds me like of a sunset, a summer sunset at the beach. I don't know, that's the vibe that I got, so this is what I chose to make it with. And that's the Wildflower Field Socks. And that's another whip. Well, it was a new yeah, I think it was a new cast on. Okay, I have 2 more whips. I am going to go first in this one. Oh, this is fun. This is so much fun. This is called, I'll try to put up a picture here to show what it's supposed to look like, but it's called the KalaPealuu Cowl by, I have notes, by Raina K, and it is a paid for pattern. It's on Ravelry. It must have been on sale or something. I found it in my library. I had the pattern. Don't know when I purchased it or when I grabbed it, but I wanted to start a cowl and I wanted to use Sadness Garn yarn. Anyway, first I'll show you the pattern and I'll talk about the yarns after. So this is the pattern. It is a tube construction. So you just knit in the round and round and round. So at the beginning you cast on, you have to use a provisional cast on. And I did it. I did the provisional cast on. I will try to link down below a video of how I, not a video of, a video that I followed and to show you how to do it. It was fairly easy. They cast on with a crochet hook, but with a needle. Anyway, it was pretty cool. So I will link it down below. And so you cast on with some scrap yarn and then you go and join in your lovely yarn. And so you always knit round and round, and it is an all over color work pattern, which is charted. It's charted, I think it's only charted if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's only charted, I think. And, but it's wonderful. This is kind of like the chart, and then you just continue on this pattern all over. I don't know, it's not a double wrap, it's a single wrap, but it's got a twist in the front. I think it's really awesome. So I knew this was going to take some time to do, and I wanted by this fall winter, so I've been tackling it. I'm knitting on it mostly on my lunch breaks at work, and I think that's perfect. I listen and watch a podcast. That's usually when I watch most of the podcasts that I do. It's my happy time at work. I get in at work and then I can't wait for noon because I know at lunchtime I'm going to be knitting and catching up with all of the lovely makers out there. And it's about, so I get about like a good 45 minutes, and it's just enough that after that I need to set it down. You always because you always have to pay attention to what you're doing, and you're doing, you know, color work. I do the color work with holding a yarn on each hand, in each hand, and but it's going really well, and I'm no expert at all. This is really tight, as you can see, but it's okay because it doesn't need to fit like a garment, so I'm enjoying it. I'm not kind of worrying, is this going to fit? Is this too tight or whatnot? So, and I think it's going to look even better when it's blocked. But it's really fun and I recommend it. I think this is going to be so cool. Like, it's going to be so warm. Like, this is, it's just wonderful. Anyway, so this is a new cast on. I don't know when I cast it on. I cast it on like a couple weeks ago, maybe three weeks ago. The yarn that I am using, that's what I was trying not to forget to talk about, is housed. I have to show it because I'm in the camper, and it's housed in my camper bag. Isn't it cute? It's in my camper bag by Yellow Petal Handmade. I had to have it. This is my go-to bag right now. It's lovely. I'll just show the inside. It's lined with some pockets. So delicious. Anyway, it's in this bag. Oh, forgot to take out the yarns. Here. Okay. This is Sadness Garn Sunday yarn. It is a fingering weight yarn. This is not the color, which is actually a really nice color too. Like a cinnamon color. It's not. This is like a dusty rose color. It is totally not picking up the correct color in here on camera, but this is a dusty pink, dusty rose. Yeah, I love it so much. I love this color. And then I paired it with just kind of like a cream color from them. I've got the yarn color numbers. I've purchased this yarn at La Violette Yarn Gift & Co., which is my local yarn shop. And I will be helping out Manon, the store owner, at the PEI Fiber Festival. And yeah, so I wanted to help her out and kind of like knit something that she can show off, because she will have some Sadness garn available. And so I wanted to knit something for me because I want all the things. But I wanted to also knit with this lovely yarn because I did the Salty Air Tea in this, and it's just lovely. It's 100% merino, non-superwash, as well as those are my see my lovely notes. So unprofessional. Okay, where are the, okay, yes, one of them, the Sunday Petite Knit. This is the Sunday Petite Knit, and the color is 3553, and the Sunday, just the regular Sunday yarn is 3021. It will be, it's in my project notes, in my project on Ravelry. But yeah, I really enjoy this knit, and I pick up when I can, when I'm not too tired, and it's going really well. So I should be finished. I will be finished by the show. The PEI Fiber Festival is on, I don't remember the exact dates, but it's on Thanksgiving, the Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. So I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. Anyway, so that's my cowl project. And now I will share my last project, new cast on. I just want to cast on all the things. I finished kind of like my focus on summer knits, and now I just want to knit all the winter things. And yeah, and it's just like the middle of summer. I know I'm crazy, but still, I'll knit on what I want to knit when I want to, right? Okay, so this is my second Ranunculus sweater. This is a pattern by Midori Hirose. I think I'm saying that, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but anyway, yeah. This is a very popular pattern, if not the most popular knitting pattern, at least on Ravelry. There are like thousands and thousands out there. I'm not going to go into too much detail. This is the second one that I am making. This pattern is magical. If I don't know why, like, I was so scared of this pattern before, and I knit one, I think it was in the new year, like at the beginning of the year, I knit one, and I was so scared of knitting one before because the pattern was only like, it was only for one size, and it was just, I don't know, that I thought there was just too much thinking in it. I didn't want it to be oversized, and on the picture that is in Ravelry, it's like really oversized. So I was really scared about this pattern. But yeah, no, now there's sizes available, and it's so well detailed. There are videos for each and every stitch that is taught. Anyways, it's just really, really awesome. And so I decided, I knew I wanted to make another one. And when I purchased this yarn from Fleece and Harmony, which is located in PEI, Prince Edward Island, this color was absolutely amazing. This is kind of like, it's blowing out a little bit. It's a little bit darker than this. In real life, it is called Pine. The color is called Pine. Oh, and it is 100% wool. It's worsted weight, and I can't remember what the name of the sheep is, but I'll put it down below in my project notes already. But yeah, it is 100% wool, and it's really soft. It's really soft. It's a dream to knit with, and the color is so deep and lovely. I know that the color is called, no, it's not called Pine. It's called Spruce. Spruce. And it's delicious. I was looking for this color specifically, not this color, like I wanted a green, emerald, teal, jewel tone color. And when I went into the shop and I saw this, it was love at first sight. And I immediately knew I wanted to make another ranunculus with it. So happy I did. So it's a paid for pattern, but seriously, totally worth it, because I'm already planning for next year a summer ranunculus. I'm gonna have one, and maybe a fall one, I don't know, but I'm at least 2 more probably. Just, it fits so well. Anyway, one thing that I did, I chose the wide neck. There's 2 options for the neck. You can have a smaller neck or a wider neck, and there's like different cast-ons that you can do as well. I just did a long tail cast on, and I chose the long, like the bigger neck size, and it is super tight. That's totally on me, and I think I know why as well. I should have used like a stretchier cast on. Maybe like, I think the next time that I'm going to do it, I'm going to use a German twisted cast on. And because that will have more stretch to it, even more than this. But yeah, so that's one thing that I even marked in my notes to remind me to not do a long tail cast on. You can if you want. I just know for me, I will do a stretchier, because it's really tight, like it's really like right here. But I'm going to block it, and it's fine. It's going to widen up a little bit. And so yeah, I went through all of the yoke details. I had to rip back a couple of times, totally my fault. The lace detail here is so pretty. It's like, I'm trying to, yeah, right there. So it's just like this. It kind of looks like a flower. I noticed that like the holes weren't at the right spot. So anyway, I had to rip back because it was in the front. That's okay, Jen, you can go. It was in the front, and it was just bothering me, and this yarn is just too beautiful, and I did not want to not like my sweater. So anyway, I ripped back, and now I'm continuing. I split for the sleeves, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block this right now, like right after. I'm gonna block this and see how it fits, because it is fitting, but it is quite tight underneath here. And I don't know if it's because it's just not blocked, and sometimes it makes it, these holders, stitch holders, they're lovely. I love them, use them all the time. But I find sometimes that when I try on, especially for the arms, it feels weird, so I feel that it's tight, but maybe it's not at all. So I'm going to block it and see if my sleeve separation is good, that I didn't separate too fast or too soon. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about this. The only other thing that I'm not on gauge. I know this is not, don't do as I do. The first Ranunculus that I did, I went down a needle size and I went up a size. I'm doing size 3. So it's kind of like the same weight of yarn that I'm using on the second one. So I am again doing size 3 and went down the same needle size, which I am doing it with a 5.5 instead of a 6 millimeter. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I can get the fit okay, then it's just knit, and I love it so much. And that's my Ranunculus. Okay, so that was the last whip. Whew. That's the last whip, and Jani's gonna come in. Jani, tu peux rentrer? She's listening at the door. I could see her. Yeah, so that is all my knitting content for now. I am going to go into acquisitions. If you want to follow me there, I'm going to share my acquisitions and what I want to make with them on some of the things. So if you want to keep watching, there's more. If not, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. But now on to the acquisitions. I can't stop buying yarn. I can't stop buying yarn, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But yeah, so, well, I can't stop buying yarn because people are not stopping doing amazing sales, and I get sucked in every time, but happily so. Okay. These are not in order. I'm just going to go through them quickly because they do need a spotlight. They need a spotlight because they are beautiful. The other weekend, I think it was Canada Day weekend, Ginger Snap Yarns had a sale. And so I quickly went on their site and I grabbed these 2 skeins. This is, this color name is Ravish, and it is a lush fingering weight 2-ply, 75% merino, 25% nylon, and it's 463 yards to 100 grams. And the color is amazing. Nancy Wheeler from Knit Sip Happy, I'll have her down below, link down below. She did her ravishing socks in this color. And I had seen it before and I knew I loved it. And I love this deep purple. Now, what I want to do with this, I already have a plan. I want to do a second Lento with, so the Lento is made with a DK weight yarn. It is pattern that you can do it just in straight DK, or you can hold a fingering weight yarn with a strand of mohair. That is what I want to do. I already know that my local yarn shop has a deep purple like this color. I'm going to, I don't have it yet, but it will be paired with this, and it's going to be a Lento, and it's going to be so good. I love my sweaters that I make with mohair. I know it's not for everyone, but I absolutely love it. I gravitate towards, I have three sweaters that are made with mohair as well, and I gravitate towards those a lot. Actually 4 sweaters with mohair. I keep remembering of the other ones. Okay, so that's my first acquisition. So that was that. What else did I get? I purchased this lovely skein from Hummingbird Fiber Arts. It's so lovely. This is super local to me. This is from Shediac, New Brunswick, and it's got my hair in it. It didn't come with hair, that's my hair. Yes, and this is dyed up by Debbie. She used to have a yarn shop in Shediac, which I visited a lot before. I think it closed down during COVID, and which is sad, but she is still dyeing yarn, which I didn't know. And I connected with her through Instagram and Facebook again just recently, and I saw that she had some hand-dyed yarns. This is a 75, I think it's a 75-25 merino and nylon blend. The name of the color is Smoky Salmon. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I really loved this coral salmon color, and yeah, this is gonna go in my stash for something special. So if you want to check her out, I'll have her link down below as well. And last but not least, there was a sale. And this is also a surprising, I didn't know she was local. I am sweating bullets. I hope I'm not too shiny on camera. Oh my god, it's so hot in here. I'm almost done, so I know I'm on the home stretch, so it's okay. This is Twisted Willow. I just want to make sure it's Twisted Willow Luxury Hand-Dyed Yarns, and it is dyed in New Brunswick, Canada. And oh, it is so amazing. She had on a sale. It was a couple, I think it was Canada Day weekend again. But yeah, so I had seen, I had gone on her site before, and when I saw that there was a sale, I just went and I saw this skein. It's a sock set. It is called the Nest sock set. It's a beautiful, oh, it's pretty true to color right now. I just love these colors, and this skein, the speckles are to die for. Like they're so precise, and oh my goodness, I can't wait to knit with this. I am not sure what I'm gonna do with this one, but I think I really don't know. I'm thinking of a shawl or some sort of cowl, but we'll see when the time comes. I don't know yet, but it's going to be special, super special. It was a total treat for myself as well. It had been raining. It rained the whole month of June, which is, I don't want to complain. I know a lot of people needed the rain, and well, we got the rain for everyone here for that whole month. And then the sun came out, and I was just so happy. So, and yarn makes me happy. So anyway, so I got this. And I also have this beautiful DK weight yarn. It is, okay, so before, this is a 75, is it a 75? Yeah, 75-25 merino nylon blend. I will have her link down below as well. We chatted up on Instagram after I made a purchase, and okay, and I'll talk about it after. So yes, this is DK weight yarn. This is 100% wool. The contents is 75% BFL and 25 brown masham. Is that what it says? I don't have my, yes, masham. So it's 100% wool. It has this kind of like heather in a way, a little like gray in there. It is, the color is called Venus. It has 260 yards per 100 grams. It is absolutely gorgeous. Kate, the dyer, she gifted me this, and I was, she said she was sending a sample. I thought it was going to be like a little skein, but she sent a full skein, so amazing. Thank you so much. I've already thanked her like numerous times. But what I'm going to do, I already did, I purchased 3 more skeins of these because I already knew that I wanted to make a sweater out of that. It's lovely. It's just the tiniest bit. It's rustic because it's 100% yarn, but it's really soft too. I have a high itch tolerance, but this is not itchy at all. It's really, really nice. Ugh, I can't wait to knit with it. So what I want to do is a sweater that is in the Only Yoking book, which was given to me by Manon. She has some copies at the local yarn shop. This is a book. This is a lovely, lovely book. I don't know if I can flip through it here and you can see. Can you see? Okay. Anyways, I don't know how to do that. Is it this way? Maybe. Okay. So it has gorgeous, every sweater in here I want to make. I want to make each and every sweater in here. I think there are 12. I think there's 12 patterns in here. Anyway, there's patterns for fingering weight yarn. There's patterns for worsted. Like, look at this yoke. Oh, it's so nice. And there are cables. There's color work. I love this one, but that's in worsted weight. This is the one that I kind of wanted to do, but since it's DK, like, look, ugh. Like, seriously, this book is amazing. I'm trying not to get the glare, but oh, so pretty. Everything is pretty. So I'll just show the one that I am going to be making first. This is not it, but check it out. Oh, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to not knit all of these. Okay, this is the one that I'm going to be making. It is called Jana or Jana, and it is lovely, lovely. It is a cabled yoke sweater. Never done that before. I've done cables before, so I'm not really intimidated by the cables, but I know I'm gonna have to be very careful with this on my gauge, because I'm a really tight knitter, and I know cables like tend to like tight stuff up, and this is what it looks like on. It is lovely, and I can't wait to start this one. And so yeah, so I was talking to Kate, and when I ordered some more of this to be able to make that sweater, I will be picking it up locally because she is in St. John, New Brunswick. I didn't know that. They just moved down from this past year from Ontario. So, and now they are in St. John, and we're going to be on vacation starting in a week and a half. I can't wait. And we're gonna have 2.5 weeks vacation, and to kick off our vacation we are going for 2 nights in St. John with the family, and I'm going to be picking up my order of more yarn. And so yeah, so she is local if you're in New Brunswick. Anyway, just go check out her site. It's amazing. She has some lovely, lovely colors. That is all for the acquisitions. I do wanted to share this one too. I bought this last year. This is last year. I already had this in my stash. I want to cast on some Christmas stuff. We need to cast on the Christmas stuff now. I know we are only in the middle of July, but if we want to wear the Christmas stuff for the Christmas season, we need to start now. Or if we want to do the gifts, I really want to start now. There's well, I want to cast this on. This is something that came in the sock box from La Violette last year. It was, you bought a box and it came with 6 individual skeins of yarn from all maritime local dyers. This one is from Turtle Pearl and it's self-striping. I think this is my first time that I will be using self-striping yarn. I think so. So I'm really, really excited. I want to cast these on, just a vanilla sock. I'm going to cast these on, and if I can squeak out 2 pairs maybe of shorties, maybe someone will get a pair of Christmas socks for Christmas as well. I want to cast these on because I wanted to do like Christmas in July. I would like that. And I just found a pattern last night and I bought it. And it's for mittens, and it is from a local designer from New Brunswick. Her name is Keri Malley. I think I'm saying that right. She has patterns for mittens, and they're colorwork mittens. I will put up a picture here if I can. I'll figure it out. I'm on a new phone, and being here, I won't be able to edit on a computer. I'm gonna be doing it all on my phone, so if there's no sounds or if the pictures are upside down or something's totally wrong, well, sorry, that's my new phone's fault. Anyway, I'll put a picture here of her mittens that I purchased. They are gorgeous. I want to make these for a gift, and I would love to have a pair myself. I'm thinking of holding I don't have the yarn. I kind of want to make them two-toned like the color work, and maybe hold a strand of mohair with one of the colors. I think it would be delicious. Anyway, we'll see. Stay tuned. But the pattern is bought, so I'm going to be making them. And the pattern is called Bobby Dazzler, which I love that because it's a Oak Island, the Curse of Oak Island show reference. And as soon as I saw that name, I was like, I love that show and I totally get it. And anyway, I'll be making those. So that's another Christmas knit that I want to cast on soon. What else did I want to talk about? I think that's it. I think that's it for yarn and patterns. Life stuff, it's been busy. The kids, oh my goodness, my son is in soccer. Soccer's like 2 to 3 times a week now because it was raining so much. There was like a week and a half that he couldn't go, so now they're like squeezing in games that we had to skip. Anyway, so that is on the weekdays. My daughter started kind of like a volleyball conditioning thing, and it's 2 nights a week, so it's just, we're the taxi. We are in our taxi years, and we know that, and it's okay, we're all for it. But I am all for vacation. We will be off for 2.5 weeks. We have that little trip to St. John. We will be visiting St. Andrews, New Brunswick as well, which I know is beautiful, and it's full of little shops. I can't wait. I love doing the touristy thing, like even when it's local. I just love quaint little villages with little shops and everything, and that's yeah, looking forward to that. What else? A couple of weekends ago, we went to Hopewell Rocks, which is in New Brunswick as well. It's about like an hour and a half, about an hour from here, and it's really beautiful. I just remembered that I took footage of our visit there, and I will add that at the end if you would like to see that. That was really fun. It was during the rainy, sunny period where it would be sunny outside but still raining for some reason. Like, it's like the clouds were saying, no, you can't see the sun, here's some rain. It was, anyway. But yeah, that was a couple weekends ago. That's about it. We actually last weekend as well, I My husband had kind of a family reunion on his dad's side, so he went with the kids. It was kind of like a pool party, and he went to do that. And on the same day, I went to visit my parents and my sister and my niece and my 2 aunts. They were all camping at I'm pointing that way because the campground is that way, in another campground really close to me. And I went to visit, and we had supper, and we had so many laughs. It was funny. It was amazing. I loved it. It's always good to have some time with the family and have some good laughs and just be able to sit and relax. So that was good. And my husband's at the door. Shawl. Oh, he left. He was listening. He wants to come in, I think. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah, and that was that. And what else? I'm going to share a recipe. The recipe that I am sharing is for, I think it's called like a cheese ball, but it's kind of like a cheese spread. Shawl? No, okay, sorry. I see him going back and forth in the window. Yes, sorry. It is for a cheese ball, and or a cheese spread, and I brought it to our little family reunion thing, and it's just such a crowd pleaser. It's just really good. Not my recipe. I found it on Pinterest, and I've shared it a couple times to like my sister-in-law. She makes it all the time now for her work functions and stuff. Super easy, just really tasty. It has Philadelphia, well, I call it Philadelphia cream cheese. It's just cream cheese. It's the brand that we have here. So like a block of cream cheese and some shredded cheddar, some Parmesan, a little bit of mayo, garlic powder, some green onions in there. I added onion powder, but anyways, that was off grid. Anyway, you just mix that all up and you dip your cracker in it, and it's delicious. You can also put some almonds on top, and everything's in the recipe. It is delicious. You can use some high-end ingredients if you want, or you can use, like me, the low end. I just have like the Kraft, like Parmesan. I just used what I had on hand. And everything was yummy. It was already pre-shredded cheese from Costco, and yeah, it's just really easy to just throw all together, mix it up in 5 minutes, and then you have a wonderful spread, dippable with crackers. It's dangerous, you know, because you can't stop eating it. So good. Anyway, if you do have a function, make that and bring it, and I'm pretty sure everybody will eat it up. I think that's it. I think that's it. It was lovely, so lovely to catch up with you guys. Please comment down below. Tell me what you are working on, where you're watching from. I'd always love to know that. Yeah. Thank you to each and everyone that comments. I try, and I do, well, I think I do. I try to reply to all of the comments. It does take me a while. I kind of like, comments come in, and then I'm keeping the flow going, and then a couple of days go, and then I don't forget, and I always try to go back, but sometimes it takes a while to reply to all of the comments. But I absolutely enjoy reading them. Thank you so much for taking time to do that. If you liked this video, please like. If you would like to subscribe and hit that little bell notification, it will notify you when there's other videos that I have uploaded. It does help me for my channel to be visible to other people, but if you don't want to do that, that is totally okay too. I'm just happy you're here. So thanks again. I wish you the best couple of weeks. Enjoy the summer or the winter, wherever you are. I hope the sun is shining and you are well. Be kind, be cozy, keep knitting, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.